Hey everybody, I'm Joe for Joe's Comics Corner. You can follow me on all social media. At Joe's Comics Corner. I'm just a huge comic book collector. I've been collecting comic books for a long time, so I just like to talk about comics and do some reviews and just have fun making videos for you guys and just enjoy comic books because I love reading them and I love just collecting them in general because I love comic books. I collect new and old comic books. So new comic book pickup I picked up in the last week is Gargoyles Halloween Special #1, which I'm glad I did. I did not pay attention to this one. I'm a huge Gargoyles fan. I watched it on the Disney when it's back in the early 90s when it's on used to be Channel 4 in my town on the Disney Hour, and I really loved that show, and I love reading Gargoyles, the comic book, and they're just so fun to read. It's like they're like the X-Men. They're outcasts in the land of humans, and they are and they're not to be needed. They're like the humans are afraid of them, and because they're different, and like I'm a little bit different, but they're just different, and people are scared of them, even though they're technically good guys, like the X-Men are. But the humans are afraid of them because they are just different. That's it. They're gargoyles. They're not human or anything like that. So they're not treated right, but they do make a home base in Manhattan, which is pretty cool. It takes place on Halloween night. Stories is kind let's actually talk about the story first. I'm trying to get my thoughts together, but the story is a typical story. Kids are going out trick-or-treating. They know about the gargoyles, which is, even though they're trying to keep their secret identity or whatever, and younger gargoyles want to go trick-or-treating too, but they can't because they go, they're afraid about the police and whatnot, about being arrested, and then they go help these kids because the kids got picked on like we all did when we were younger, and then they just go, and then there's trouble brewing, and then they go, and then they eventually everything does work out. That even though the kids unfortunately lost their candy at the end of the night, but that it is what it is. So now let's talk about the color. To me, the color is good. It's dark. The comic does actually start at night, which is kind of nice. So it's nice and black. They are going out into the trick-or-treating, but it's a little too dark. This is not really a G comic book for the younger viewers. I don't think that, even though there's is Halloween, is trick-or-treating, they tend to make the gargoyles a fun story, but there's some serious moments in here where's the cops versus the gargoyles, and I don't think that fight scene would be good for younger children. So there's some good bad about this issue. The story itself is kind of a okay story, which I mean is not too slow, it's not too fast. As I keep saying, each story does start out slow, but it does pick up. But the fight scenes only last a few pages in here. It's not throughout the comic like it is in the Transformers review that I did. But still, I say pick it up if you're like me and watched Gargoyles back in the early 90s. You will enjoy this. It's a good read, and I really just highly recommend it myself. You don't have to take my recommendation, but I'm glad that I got in my collection, and it is that spooky season, so bring it out for Halloween. It's a good one to read, and I just recommend it. There's quite a few ads on here towards the end, advertising their own issues and their own comics. So there is, at least the ads are at the end. But one cool ad is Darkwing Duck. Here, I am a huge fan of Darkwing, and when I do pick up his, I will do my own reviews. I love these kids slash adult stories now that they're trying to redo. Well, not all of them are going to be good. Some will, some won't. And I just think this is a good one to pick up because it's just a special. So it's a one shot. This is just a regular cover. Again, I missed out on the various silly me. And then on their back of the pages, their social media stuff, which I get. You want to advertise your own social media ID too. So I will post this on my Instagram and Facebook and all of that at Joel's Comments Corner. I'm Joel. I'm just a big I'm just a guy who collects comments and enjoys reading comments with you guys, and I just enjoy talking about it. So for comic review today, Gargoyles #1, check it out. I mean, it doesn't hurt. If you don't like it, give it to your teens or whoever, or give it to somebody who really likes gargoyles. But I know I'm glad I got this in my collection now. Thanks, everybody. Have a great one.